are about to experience the Piper Sports Podcast. Coming to you from the streets of Denver, Colorado, this is Brady Piper.
I really haven't heard that in a while. We've been making progress. You want to see something? I made this with willpower. Pure willpower. It's a poster. Like, how awesome is that? Regardless, I don't feel so good. Wait a minute. Well there. Hi. I'm outside the studio. I got mysteriously transported to a new world. Welcome to the newsroom. It's a little bit quiet. There's not much going on. It's summer. It's a college campus. Nobody's here, but a few dedicated individuals dedicated to bringing you the best content possible. If you want to see more videos, which I plan on doing outside the office, let me know. Put a comment in there, do something, like it, subscribe, do whatever. Show your support, and I will do some more videos outside. Whew. Well, that was weird. Welcome back to another Brady's Bit.
It's Brady's Bit.
Hello, sports fans. We have news. We have news upon the horizon. The Great North marches upon the great lands of Los Angeles, the great lands of California and Oakland. The Toronto Raptors advance to face the Golden State Warriors in the NBA Finals. Oh, it's exciting. It's exciting. The first NBA Finals appearance for the Toronto Raptors. First in their entire existence, although it hasn't been long. It's a very, very happy and wonderful experience for Toronto. Now, this entire episode is going to be on Toronto. I'm going to tell you a little bit about how they kind of formed and what they kind of are and how their players came to be and why Linsanity is prone for a victory. Kind of a weird way to phrase that. All right, Toronto. They were established on November 4th, 1993, when the NBA, as a part of its expansion into Canada, awarded its 28th franchise to a group headed by Toronto businessman John Batovi. For a then record expansion fee of $125 million. Now, this was a big move for the NBA because they're moving, obviously, to another country, and they're kind of going towards the north as opposed to going south or east or west. And they moved to the great cold lands of the Night King in the north for Game of Thrones fans. And although they moved with the Grizzlies did not last long in Vancouver. However, the Toronto Raptors have had kind of an odd career. Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter, and DeMar DeRozan really being those kind of key highlight players, the greatest of their time in Toronto. I love Vince Carter more than anybody else on the planet because I love dunks, and I almost like that he destroyed Cat earlier this year, K-A-T, Karl Anthony Towns. But I'll give you a little bit of background story on the team themselves. Danny Green. He was acquired in the DeMar DeRozan betrayal trade that was with the Spurs. He's a great shooter. He's really, really dangerous. If you leave him wide open, he can drop 20 points on you a night, 25 points. I mean, he's a big player. So if you hear Danny Green out there, just be afraid. Green is scarier than gold and blue. Green is scary. Dumb joke, sorry. Kyle Lowry, lovingly nicknamed Fat Ass Kyle Lowry by my friend Richard. Okay, it might be by me. I might call him Fat Ass Kyle Lowry. But he's a really good playmaker. He's a mid-range shooter. Really can play about every single place except for in the paint just because of his size. He can stretch the floor because he can shoot when needed. Drafted 24th in the 2006 NBA draft by the Grizzlies. And they traded him to the Rockets in 2009 and finally found his way to the fucking cold-ass North in 2012. Yes, Canada is cold. Have you got the joke yet? Because I used it, like, a few times. Marc Gasol. He's going to be one of the big men out there. You'll be watching him. I don't mention him, or I don't mention Serge Ibaka. I mention Gasol because I like Gasol better, even though Serge Ibaka is a little bit more scary. Marc Gasol, he has a brother named Pau Gasol. Pau Gasol also played against him in the last round. Both are very, very tall. They do things that tall guys do. They get the ball once somebody misses. They rebound. He's a good rebounder. Now, he's the definition of a stretch big. Well, not really. He's not really a stretch big, or he's not a prototypical stretch big, but he's become a better shooter this year, and his tenure in Toronto is really going well for him, and I think that he's going to succeed in the near future with the team. Pascal Siakam. He's a young guy. This is his third season in the NBA. Spicy P. This is his nickname. It's cool because, he has an S and a P in his real name and an S and a P in his nickname. Man, it's almost like these things correlate just a tiny bit. He's really good in the paint. If you watch this guy play, he's aggressive, he's strong, he's athletic, and he's physical. He plays in the paint. He can do just about everything. I wouldn't put him on the outside and have him shoot, but if you need a point, if you need 2 points, you need that point and a foul, then you're going to put him into the paint. You're going to have him grind through people, and he's going to score. He scored, I think, somewhere in the realm of 16, 17 points per game this season, which kind of puts him in contention for most improved player of the year, which my hometown Canadian, Richard James, thinks that he is. I disagree. I just think D-Rose gets it because I love D-Rose. Speaking of somebody that deserves something, Kawhi Leonard. He is the sole reason why this team is successful. Well, for the most part, if they had DeMar DeRozan, they would have choked and lost the playoffs already, but Kawhi, he's there. Drafted by the Pacers. Didn't know that. He was drafted by the Pacers 15th overall, but was traded to the Spurs on draft day. Kind of those weird, draft and trade kind of scenarios, which I don't really like, but whatever. Traded to the Raptors in a massive offseason trade that involved the formerly known DeMar DeRozan. Nobody knows where he has went, as he went to Texas with the Spurs, and it scares him straight. Now he's with LaMarcus Aldridge and Greg Popovich in the South. Who knows? He might be enjoying the Texas heat as opposed to the fucking cold-ass North. Sorry. I don't hate the cold. I love the cold. It amuses me. Kawhi this season averaged 26.6 points per game, 7.3 rebounds per game, 3.3 assists per game. He overall had a really, really good year. That's, not even showing his defensive stats, which is why he's so great and he's a frequent MVP candidate, is because he is so good defensively. He's great with steals. He's a good blocker. He locked down Giannis. It was really a good year for him. Kawhi, he's great. To all the bandwagoners out there, you can call him the Claw. It's Claw with a K, for those that are curious, because the name Kawhi has a K. It's just the correlation thing. Correlation with a C, not a K. But, it's just that, it's fine. Just letters, alliteration. Know your English, nerds. The biggest difference maker of all, the real reason why this team is successful, the real reason why everything is going well for this team, Jeremy Lin. Linsanity. When Linsanity's on the court, this team is different. They're gonna win. Linsanity is insanity. Correlation? Yes. He's the heart. He's the soul. He's the biggest difference maker. So what if he's coming off the bench? So what if he's like the 10th man, 11th man? So what? He is Jeremy. He is Lin. And this year, Linsanity's about to win. Yes, I wrote that so it rhymed. Shut up, everybody in the comment section. Now, something I learned through my in-house Canadian, he mentioned something called Jurassic Park, which is outside of the stadium in Toronto, which I find kind of cool. It's kind of this area where everybody kind of congregates, all the Raptors Stop. Nope. Go away, Raptor. Stop it. It's where all the Raptors congregate, all the Raptors fans congregate, and they drink and play basketball and have a good time. It sounds like a fun experience. And, the one experience that I think is having one person that's having a little bit too much fun is Drake. Everybody knows Drake, one of the biggest rappers in the world, biggest rapper in Canada by far, and the ambassador of the Raptors organization, as he gives shoulder massages to Nick Nurse on the sideline as he looks passionately onto the court and into the wonderful, wonderful eyes of Kawhi Leonard. Drake, the curse is not lifted yet. You started saying, oh my God, the Raptors... Oh, sorry, I apologize. You know, the Raptors they're going to win it all this year. They're going to go out there and they're going to beat the Golden State Warriors in the NBA Finals. The curse is broken and I can go to games now. No, Drake, that was the best Drake accent ever. Drake, no. The curse isn't over. Not until you hold your mitts on the golden balls. I mean, the golden ball on a stick trophy thingy. Yeah. It's really kind of, is it really that shocking that they made it here? That the Raptors made it here? Honestly, no. The Raptors have done really, really well for themselves. DeMar DeRozan was, obviously that franchise player, one of the players that you look to as one of the greatest in the entire franchise's history. But at the end of the day, Kawhi is a big, big upgrade. If you're Toronto and you get Kawhi Leonard, you just absolutely finessed the Spurs. Even though Kawhi wanted out, he wanted something different. He wants LA. When those trade rumors came out and he ended up getting traded and the betrayal happened with DeMar DeRozan in the city of Toronto and all the drama occurred, it's sad to say goodbye, but Toronto, they made a choice. They want to win it, and this is their best chance at doing it. Honestly, overall predictions of the series, Raptors have a good shot at doing it. Over the season, the Raptors won 2-0. The two-game series between the Warriors and Toronto won 2-0. And, that's a good sign. If you beat somebody in the regular season, you have a chance of beating them in the playoffs. Even when they don't have Kevin Durant, you take game one, you have a good chance of taking them all. Yet, kind of the same situation with the Clippers earlier in the playoffs. If you take a game or two, they're just going to be like, nah, we're the Warriors. And yes, it's the Warriors. I don't know. Raps in 7. Go for it. This has been Brady's Bit. Deuces. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit the bell notification. Yeah, do those things because I need those and I like those. And they make me feel giddy on the inside. Just a little bit. Bye. Hey, in Brady's Bit, I get your feedback as well as you receiving mine. Please, at the end of the episode, go down to the comment section and please give your opinion, comment, and anything you have to say about the video.